Hey everyone, welcome to Aiden's SMP episode 5. I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot on my plate, so I hope you're excited. Glad to see you all here. I've got quite a few things to do, so my gold farm is actually getting kind of full, so I think I'm going to go loot that. I'm also running a little bit low on food, so I think I'm going to go and loot my hoglin farm, which I'll definitely show you when I get there. Also, I've got some other things to do. I've got to restock my monster shop. I've got to make a new dispensing system for poppies in my iron farm because of the fact that poppies give me red dye, and I like to keep them for that reason. But right now they're all just going into lava, so I want to make a system that takes them and holds a certain amount of them before putting them in lava so that I have access to red dye. Because red dye can be used for red dye, but it can also be used to make pink dye. Also purple dye, maybe another dye, I don't know, maybe magenta. You can use red to make, but I'm not completely sure. Anyways, that's one thing I'm planning on doing. Another thing is I'm not actually selling magma cream despite my huge magma cream farm, but I don't actually really have room in my monster shop, so I'm going to have to diagnose that, figure out how to deal with that, maybe make the shop bigger. I'm not quite sure yet. Another thing is, some of you might know, but I've decided I'm going to make a max tools shop. So in this chest I've got maxed out swords, I've got maxed out axes. I definitely want to get maxed out other tools because I have a villager trading hall in which I have tons of librarians where I can get lots of enchantments, enchanted books for like 1 emerald. So it's really good. You can see I've got 448 levels on me, which means I have a lot of levels for enchanting, so I can get some of that enchanting done. Anyways, I think first I'm going to go loot my gold farm, so I better get some shulker boxes to hold all that stuff. Then I'll loot my hoglin farm, so I'll see you on the other side of the time lapse. So I totally underestimated the amount of shulker boxes I needed. I thought I was bringing 10, and I thought that was way too many for my gold farm, but it turns out they're actually all full, and I don't have a lot of room for my cooked pork chops. But that's okay, I'll bring like 6 stacks away. Anyways, I'm here at my hoglin farm. I'll show you how it works. So, if I can actually land somewhere. So hoglins spawn on this platform. I AFK really high, so this is the only spawnable space, because it's the only thing in the radius that things can spawn, which is 128 blocks. The hoglins spawn, they're really scared of this, the warped fungus right here, and so they kind of run until they run, and they think they can go over these trap doors, but they can't. They fall in the lava, they die, and they drop their stuff. That's basically how it works. So I get tons of leather. I think I've looted all the leather last time though, so there shouldn't be much. But I also get a lot of cooked pork chops, as you can see right here. So I'm just going to take as many as I can hold. I think I might be able to hold some in my fireworks box if it's not full. Yeah, I can. So I'm going to put some in there. Anyways, that's my hoglin farm. Can't remember whose design it is, but it's a really good design. It works very well. Oh, I can only hold. Okay. There. Well, yeah, I've got some food now, so I'm gonna head back home. So, quick update. I came back and I realized I had a lot of leather. Oh, I guess it's not on me right now, it's in my chest, but I figured I would go check the leather shop to see if anything needed more stock, and I opened this chest and look at that, I made my first sale, or sales. Someone bought 24 bookcases, someone bought 20 item frames. It's really good to see. I thought people might not notice my leather shop. It's very small, maybe people wouldn't use it, but it's really nice to see that somebody actually purchased from me. So that's very nice. I'm gonna work on as well just stocking these things up all the way so that people have a full stock to shop from. So I've got all the items that I need to restock the leather shop, and holy cow, item frames are really wood expensive. I think it takes about a stack, yeah, a stack of wood per stack of item frames, which I didn't even realize how expensive it was, but yeah, it is extremely expensive. So yeah, it feels good to have my store almost restocked. I will see you guys in a little bit. So something really funny just happened. I was running around my house and all of a sudden somehow I jumped all the way up there over the railing. I have no idea how I made it up there. I like flew with no rockets. I like jumped on here and then I flew up there or something. And I had my status effect where I had really high jumps. So that's a first. That was really interesting. I had no idea I could jump all the way up there. Anyways, you guys, so I'm unloading my stuff from my gold farm, and I never thought I would need to put in more chests for blackstone, but I just have so much blackstone. I think I've got, yeah, a couple shulker boxes more full, so I'm gonna have to expand my storage. So I have a quick tip when placing chests. If you want the chests to connect, you just place a chest normally, obviously. However, if you're crouching and you place the chest next to it, you'll actually create a separate chest. If you want to crouch and place the chest so it's a double chest, you have to aim on the side of the first chest. But if you want it to be a separate chest altogether, you just aim at the ground right there and you'll have yourself two separate chests. So hopefully that tip is helpful. It's also occurred to me that this episode has been pretty random, from like parkour to chest placement to looting my gold farm. I guess that's not that random, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this like too random? Am I being way too random in this episode? I don't know. Maybe you guys like it, maybe you don't. Just let me know. So I'm mostly unpacked from looting my gold farm, but I'm realizing that I have some storage overflow. So like, I have no idea where to put all these spectral... Oh, that was the same shulker box. Spectral arrows. And I have way more leather than I know what to do with, and I want a separate chest for it. It's always been that the items I don't get very much of are upstairs in categories, while the items I get a lot of are downstairs here in my storage area in, separate chests, separate areas. For example, I have a lot of gravel right now. If this chest will even open. Yeah, I have a lot of gravel, and so I have a separate area. I don't put gravel with sand because I also have quite a bit of sand. So I've got to think about how I'm going to do this. I could make an automatic sorting system with like every item in the game. I could just make this storage system larger to accommodate more items that I'm getting a lot of, which honestly I'm probably just going to have, this problem's probably just going to multiply in the future. So I've got to figure out some solution for either having a sorting system, a bigger storage area, expanding it. I'm not quite 100% sure what I'm going to do yet, but I will think about that. I just realized, if there's people watching these videos, then I have a lot of people to ask about that, so let me know what you think in the comments. Should I make this storage area bigger? Should I do an auto sorting system? I'm not sure quite what to do with the influx of new large quantities of certain items, for example leather and spectral arrows, so I would love some advice. So something I actually haven't realized is that it's really funny that the sand and the gravel shop are next to each other, not just because they're both gravity blocks, but also because you need sand and gravel to craft concrete powder. So that's a really cool combo for them being next to each other. So I've restocked my blackstone. It's all the way full. Nobody's bought any yet, but I did make my first sale with gravel, which is super exciting. I got 2 diamonds because I believe it's 2 diamonds per stack. Maybe they took 2 stacks. What is it? No, it's 1 diamond per stack. So they actually bought 2 stacks of gravel, which is really nice. And I'm all restocked, which feels really good. Anyways, I've been putting this off, but it's time for me to restock my monster shop. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna see. Oh, if it loads, that's funny. I'm gonna see what's missing and see if I can replace it for people. So it's come to my attention that this is all the gunpowder that's in my farm. I think 1 night of AFK might be enough to refill it, but I'm not sure. And I'd rather create, a gunpowder specific farm that'll get me tons of gunpowder so I can keep up with demand, especially as new people enter the server and start buying. So I think my next project is actually probably going to be, or at least my next farm, is going to be a gunpowder only farm, which I've actually prepared for. I don't know if you saw in previous videos, but I've actually got one that's kind of ready to be built. So actually I think I'll go ahead and scout out a location for that after I restock what I can in my monster shop. So I'm going to do that. So I'll see you on the other side of the time lapse. So I've sort of restocked my monster shop. The string is good, the gunpowder is not, because obviously I need a better source of gunpowder. I didn't actually bring ender pearls, but I got, I guess, most of the bones stocked. I just need to maybe AFK at my mob farm for a little bit, get a few more bones. But I've restocked quite a bit, which is good. Arrows, nobody really buys arrows that much. I'm not sure why, maybe everyone just has too much. I don't know. Maybe I'll start an arrow shop with like tipped arrows, with all the tipped arrows, because my Fletcher villagers sell those. So I don't know, I'll think about it. So I definitely want to start thinking about making that creeper farm. What I could do is just make it above ground, but I really want this to be a great gunpowder farm. So what I might do is somehow, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this, but make a huge perimeter out in the middle of nowhere, and then like fill the bottom with units of creeper farms so that there's no spawnable spaces around it. I think that would be super cool. Again, this is a super large scale project, so I'm not sure how or if I'm going to do that, but I'm definitely going to do some research on the flying machines needed to create a perimeter and stuff like that. So yeah. So this is an amazing find. I searched how to make a perimeter Minecraft, and I found this video by Shulkercraft, which I really like Shulkercraft for their tutorials. Minecraft perimeter start to finish tutorial with TNT flying machine, which is amazing to see that I can actually make a perimeter for a farm and follow a tutorial to do it and not have to have all of the flying machine docking station know-how to do that. So that's really nice. I think I'm going to follow this tutorial and make a perimeter. And I may use the perimeter for my gunpowder farm, but I may also make a slime farm, depending on if there's a lot of slime chunks in the middle. I don't know. I'll think about it for sure. So yeah, I'm going to watch this tutorial and start making my perimeter. So I just realized something. Some of you might be thinking, why make a perimeter when you can build the farms above ground and then just AFK higher? Well, the benefits of having a perimeter is because spawn rates actually increase, I believe, the lower you go in the world. So if you create a perimeter and put all your farms at bedrock, then your spawn rates are going to be significantly increased. So there's a little clarification for those of you who are wondering, why a perimeter? Alright, the first thing I need to do is find a 16 by 16 chunk area, preferably the plains biome, because, oh, if this game will load, because plains biome is relatively flat, and you don't want, they said you don't want ground that's above Y level 75, where you're going to make your perimeter, because that could cause the flying machines to break. I don't know why they don't just put the flying machines higher than that, but there's probably a good reason for that, which is why I am just going to follow that and take that as advice. Another thing is I want to build this pretty far away from everybody so that it doesn't interfere with anybody's builds and it isn't near anybody's farms or bases that they want to expand. So I definitely want to go kind of far away, which will involve flying quite a distance, but I think it will definitely be worth it when I find the perfect spot. So I'm going quite a bit of ways. I'm already about 3,000 blocks away. One tip for flying is if you're flying a really far distance and you know the coordinates, you can just fly up really high, and then it'll make the whooshing sound as you glide if you aim quite a bit downwards and then just aim a little bit downwards. So for example, I could climb up really high and then go down. It'll start to make the whooshing sound, and then I can level out a bit. And as long as the whooshing sound continues to be present, I will continue to fly at, I guess, the max speed, probably, that you can fly. I'm already 4,000 blocks away, so I'm going to keep going. I'm probably going to start scanning the ground for any good areas. So I'm here in a giant plains biome. I think I've finally found what I'm looking for, which is a giant area that is mostly plains. And it looks like right now I'm at Y level 75, which is perfect on this top part of the plains. I won't really have to remove any ground except for maybe a tiny bit over there. But this is perfect, so I'm going to start marking out my 16 by 16 chunk area. And yeah, so I'll get to it. I found what I think will be the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it with a little dirt tower, and then I'm going to go ahead and mark out the other 4 corners and remove any trees if necessary. Okay, I'm being attacked by zombies a lot at the moment. Lots of them in the plains biome, because that's how the plains biome is. Oh, shoot. I wish I had a golden apple on me or something. That'd be nice, but no. Oh, I better eat some food. Anyways, I've gone through and I've marked out, and I came back to the original spot where I started. So what that means is that my calculations were correct, and I have marked out a 16 by 16 chunk area, which is good. I did notice that there actually was a little bit of a spruce forest and a little bit of a extreme hill biome, but there's not a lot, and I could honestly get rid of a lot of it just by mining the trees down and using TNT in the extreme hill biome. So it's mostly this large plains biome right here. So I think this is a pretty good spot to get started. I think I will go through and probably clear out all the trees and start working on clearing out the extreme hill biome over there as well, a little bit of that, just to get the area ready. So yeah, I'll start doing that now. So I had to get another netherite pickaxe. I had to make a new one. The reason for that being my other one broke. So I had a bunch of coal around. I had my Fortune 3 netherite pickaxe on me, which was at the lowest durability, basically. And I thought that if I could mine the coal, I would get enough XP to mend it. But it turns out that there's a chance that you won't get enough XP to actually increase the durability. There's a chance that it could go down a little bit first, and that little bit it went down just by getting unlucky and not getting a lot of XP orbs at first broke the pickaxe, which was a shame. So I actually had to go through and create another one. So I'm quite a ways into mining that extreme hill biome down just on the edge of my perimeter. So I'm just mending my tools real quick and then I'll get back to it. Unfortunately, guys, I've fallen into lava in the nether while trying to make a bridge across lava to connect my home to the place where I'm building my perimeter. I was looking away for a sec while placing blocks, and then unfortunately I fell into the lava. So luckily my netherite gear should be intact. I'm gonna go snatch that. Hopefully I'll be able to get it. Guys, I'm really nervous. I don't know if I can find my stuff, which is really unfortunate, because it had all the max enchantments and everything. I forgot to even bring a sword, which I should definitely bring a sword and some armor for sure. I wish I had my max tool shop open because then I could just pull from there. But all I've really got is swords, so I'm definitely gonna want to take a sword. I'm gonna take some iron to make some armor, and then hopefully I'll be able to find my stuff. I really am crossing my fingers here. Guys, I think I'm starting to face the fact that my stuff is probably gone forever, which is unfortunate, but luckily I have lots of diamonds and netherite to recoup. Unfortunately, I lost like my 400 levels or so, so that means that I can't really enchant any more max tools without AFKing at my gold farm first, so I think I'm going to want to recoup before finishing this project. So it didn't take too long. I've already got most of my stuff back. I've got full netherite armor enchanted pretty much to the max. I've got 2 netherite pickaxes, a netherite sword, I've just got a diamond axe and a diamond shovel, not netherite yet because I only had like 7 netherite ingots, so I didn't really have enough to go full netherite. But I'm definitely going to be more careful this time when it comes to being in the nether and like not looking at my screen while I'm above lava. That's just a no-no. So yeah, I'm gonna continue working on that bridge that's gonna bridge me quickly through the nether from my home to the place where I'm building the perimeter. So I'm gonna finish my nether tunnel. I finally got recouped with all my stuff, and I also went to my gold farm to get a few levels just for later when I'm doing those max enchantments. I'm gonna need quite a few levels. So this is, ooh, I better eat something. This is my nether tunnel. The part where I died, I was actually placing blocks over here on this. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do something about these zombie pigmen. But I was placing blocks across this because I have to somehow get across this. And I fell into the lava while doing that, so that was unfortunate. I think right now I'm just going to crouch and place some blocks and continue this path. So I'm just going to the coordinates of my perimeter divided by 8, just so that I can set up a portal there that will link me, hopefully from down there from my house, all the way to my perimeter, so that I don't have to fly a ton to get there. It's like 4,000 blocks away. So that's why I'm making this nether pathway right now. After quite a while, the nether tunnel is finally complete. So I've got a tunnel that goes to a portal that when I open it, or when I light it, should hopefully lead to my area where I'm making the perimeter. I didn't imagine that I would lose my stuff doing this and that it would take so long to do, but I think in the end it will be worth it because it'll be a really fast way to get to my creeper farm that I'm gonna make. Well, that's probably what I'm gonna make. And there we go, look at that, it's right in the perimeter. I actually want to move it a little bit outside the perimeter so that it doesn't interfere with the perimeter. But anyways, there we go. So here we are. I'm at Y level 75, as you can see. I've cleared out this extreme hill biome. That's pretty satisfying to look at right there. I can't believe I mined all of that. Mostly by hand, actually. I didn't use much TNT. This probably took about 4 hours to do. It probably took about 6 or 7 hours to clear the entire perimeter. So now we've got the perimeter cleared down to Y75, all the way from here to there. I had to mine down some trees, but it was mostly plains, thank goodness. I would recommend if you're building a perimeter, see all these trees that I cleared out, that you would choose it mostly in a plains biome, or actually preferably all the way in a plains biome, because then you don't have to clear out a ton of extreme hills biome like I had to do right here. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Actually, let me see, where am I standing here? I'm at Y level 80. I've actually got a little bit more clearing to do. Sorry I got that prematurely, but I'll get that done and then I'll end the episode. Hey everyone, sorry about that premature celebration there, but now it is officially done. I've removed all of the ground that I need to. I've removed all of the tops of those houses that I need to, all the trees that I've needed to. Yeah, I've got everything ready for my 16 chunk by 16 chunk perimeter, so I'm really excited about that. And I think, oh, now I'm done. I think that about brings an end to this episode. So I'm glad you guys are all watching. Thanks. If you like it, leave a like down below, and I'll see you in the next one.